You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's WWE Monday Night Raw After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE Monday Night Raw After Show.
We got a little energy going. Josh is drumming. Clum's bouncing. Cathy's head's nodding. Yeah. Here it comes. A little more flow on the break. Here we go. Birdie. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV, brought to you by Bing, where Bing is for doing, and we're here doing another live Monday Night Raw After Show recap. I am your host with the most. My name is Ryan GQ Money Katz, and as usual, I'm joined by my triple threat tag team of broadcast brilliance. That's Ryan Morals Clum, Josh JP Female Demo Padgett, and over on the couch, Cathy Fatal Attraction Kelley.
Don't call her a cupcake.
She's got the plate of cupcakes, and joined on her side on the couch.
Returning.
He's returning back. Hashtag Couchboy is in effect. Raymond Truth is Scary. Travis Berry. Welcome back to the broadcast, my friend.
Thank you. I mean, I'm the chat room's favorite person, right?
It's a very small shirt you're wearing right now.
I think I lost a bet.
So,
That's the reason I'm here tonight, because I have to pay my bet.
Oh.
a month after the fact.
Well, I mean, I got bumped by building. I got bumped by...
I would like to argue
Daddy. I got bumped
You tried to take building spot.
I still like hashtag bumped by Belding.
Yeah. I mean, I figure if those three creeps could be there, then I could come in at one point. No offense to the creeps or you, Josh. JP.
None taken.
My championship belt keeps dropping. It's not
does.
staying up. It's back from hiatus.
It is back.
Should I just
I
keep
love
on
it.
the
Has it been here since it's been blinged up?
No, not since it's
that.
got the new GQ Money nameplate going
And the
there.
little world on there,
It's got a
too.
globe as well. We're moving up in the world.
It's
We're
staying
moving
on
up.
there, too. It's going to stay on there.
Man, big weekend this last
Huge weekend.
Championship Wrestling from
Yeah.
Hollywood's Red Carpet Rumble. We're going national TV on MAV TV
Has
officially.
that started airing already?
Started last week, and I think
Okay.
it runs like 6 times throughout the week, so check your cable providers, and you can watch Ryan Morals in action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got my face kicked in a little bit yesterday, but
It's all right.
yeah, it didn't go. I can't fight this one. Like, I kicked in the face and heart punched. That was about it.
Heart
that was about
punch,
it for
baby.
me.
Banned in many states.
By the 7-foot Othello. Yeah, it's killed people
Did you
before.
see that clothesline he threw? The flipping clothesline?
They don't know what you're
Yes,
talking about.
yeah.
We'll get on to that. It's all right.
And the
Big
kip
stuff.
up by the
Look for
7-foot man.
Look for it on your local cable provider, MAV
Yeah.
TV. JP, good weekend?
Hell yeah, man. Awesome. Yeah. I just want to say,
yeah,
too, Championship Wrestling was a great, I thought the taping was amazing yesterday. I thought it was excellent.
So amazing.
Great matches,
It's
great promos, yeah. I think it was some of the best stuff I've seen them do.
CK, weekend, good?
I was.
Exhausted?
It was great until you started singing that song.
What?
It's amazing.
Why don't you like that song?
I thought that was part of the other song.
I was rocking some Kanye right there.
No.
He said how amazing, and
It sounded like Swagger's song for a second.
No. It was
You got
a
to
little
be
Kanye.
easy. She's just begging for it.
A little Kanye.
Yeah,
Wow.
I love Kanye though, and it was a very good weekend.
Wow.
Gotta
Very
be
good
happy.
weekend. Everyone having a
Raven's
good
finally
weekend.
here.
Raven drinking as usual.
No, I was actually sober this weekend, because I just flew back from Orlando. I was down there for a few days, and while I was there, I actually ran into John Cena, and I have video footage. When I told you I ran into John Cena, and somehow we were Skyping, and I have
Do we really
footage.
have this footage?
There
Is this real footage?
I cannot tell.
Oh, shut up! I
I
can't wait
was
to
not
see.
no.
He didn't think there was anything real. Is
Where
this
is
real?
it?
I don't know what
I
we
had a
got
Skype
going on right
conversation
here.
with Smiley, and there was video footage. I told him about John Cena, and
Why are you
he's
fired? And you're why? I mean, you said something about John Cena. What did you say about John Cena?
You're my favorite guy.
That was brilliant.
Well done, my
very
friend.
good, very
How
good.
are you getting my home videos, man?
I can tell you, I was down at NXT, and the production staff they have down there got me this footage. It was amazing.
Tremendous. Big weekend for us last weekend. Huge weekend coming up with Mother's Day right around the corner. And with that being said, you got to go into the sibling rivalry aspects of Mother's Day. Because if you got a brother or a sister, it's all about one-upsmanship and trying to impress your mother, showing that you're the better son or daughter, you're the favorite son or daughter. And there's definite ways you can do the one-upsmanship. And one thing you can do is if your sister or brother gives a phone call to say, Mom, I love you, the next one may give a card. You can one-up by doing flowers, baby. Go to proflowers.com, and they're doing some very special deals where you can pick up 1 dozen roses, not to mention a free glass vase for $19.99. And if you want to step it up even more, you can double the roses, add some chocolates for just $29.98. That's only like $9.99 more.
Or even triple the roses.
You can go big time.
Of course.
Because if you don't go big time, you might as well go home. And there is nothing better than showing appreciation for your mother, and in the process of showing appreciation for your mother, one-upping your brother and sister. To do this, all you got to do is go to proflowers.com. You'll see a microphone on the right side of the page. You'll click that microphone. You throw in our very special promo code. That's AfterBuzz, and that's the way you're going to get those very special prices. Cool thing about the flowers over there at Pro Flowers, they are guaranteed to last more than a week. So any of you who've called your local florist or tried some other places, and you get a nice bouquet that shows up, but then 2 days later you got petals all over the table and the flowers are rotten already, you don't get that, because you get a guarantee of 1 week of freshness, 1 week of beautiful flowers, or your money back. You also get to choose the delivery date. And if you want to know something cool, you want to take it to the next level, you want to impress your mom?
Yeah, I do.
You already sent her, so you went there.
Okay.
You typed in your promo
Right.
code. You got your discount. You sent flowers. I recommend do a second order for the following week with a little note. Mom, 1 day just isn't enough days to show you my appreciation. That's how you get the brownie points. That's how you make your sister or your brother look bad. That's how you show that you are the rightful favorite child.
That's how you get all the inheritance.
And then send them to grandma as well.
You can do that as well.
Both
The only way-
both grandmothers.
The only way to get that deal, though, is to go to proflowers.com. Click on that microphone. Throw in the promo code AfterBuzz. Once again, proflowers.com. Promo code AfterBuzz. Order now, because special pricing ends soon, and Mother's Day is just a few days away.
Yeah.
You like that? You like that? I love my mom. I give the birdie and the bye birdie every week, and appreciation and shout out for her. And with that said,
I like your mom. She always says nice things about me.
and your mom says nice things about
does,
me.
yes.
Beautiful, beautiful people.
Yes, our mothers are
Beautiful
wonderful.
people.
Great that the in-laws love each other.
No, it's me and Josh having a relationship.
That's right.
We got the clanging and banging partnership.
little bromance going on.
Man, we start off Monday Night Raw this week with the recap package. It's back after a few week hiatus. We get the voiceover, we get the package, and it's about two things right now. It's about Brock Lesnar's destruction of the Stamford offices, and about Ryback leaving John Cena hanging last week. So how do we start off Raw? With the John Cena start, with the John Cena response to being left hanging by Ryback. And John Cena was on fire tonight, gentlemen. He was incredibly entertaining from my perspective. And he talks about the fact that there is unrest in the WWE universe. and he says that he thinks that Ryback is ready to DTF.
What's that mean, Josh?
I will not say.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Josh Padgett, because it means he's ready to do the fandango.
What were you thinking?
Yeah, of course.
We rewound that a couple times before we actually listened to
the punchline.
second half of the joke.
Did he just say DTF?
Yeah, we all sitting there going back, and then someone's like, "What does that mean?" And we're like, Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he gave his response, gave the quip of "Get your mind out of the gutter." Very, very funny
He even
stuff.
did the little dance.
He did.
Didn't
He was really
and I gotta
funny
say,
tonight.
He was.
He's great about kind of putting other guys' things over. He was doing the yeses and the nos and the fandango. He's cool about doing that, kind of giving a rub to other guys.
Likes to give him the rub.
Yeah.
That's Padgett's job.
The hottest guys.
Cena probably charges for it, though.
Cena says it's his job to get in the ring and do his best. Despite having this injury that's going on, he said he hasn't been 100% since 2002. But the injury will not stop him from defending his WWE Championship because week in, week out, that is his job, that is his responsibility, and that is what he does. If I could take Mark Henry's statement right there, that's what he does.
Yeah.
He defends a WWE Championship. He's a fighting champion. And the minute you said that, you were like, that's the way a babyface should cut a promo.
Exactly what he should have been done. He made the title mean something. He talked to it was perfect. Other than the Caitlyn one I had problem with a couple of weeks ago, all the excuses. And I mean, I know Cena's done the excuse thing before, but it was done a different way. And yeah, but this was perfect. I love this.
I loved the start of the show. He was funny, man. I mean, we kept going back, like listening to one-liner after one-liner. Like Cena's on fire.
Unexpectedly funny.
I was just nodding the whole time, like yeah.
And even if there was some childishness to the type of humor, it wasn't the gaga caca poopy.
Right.
Yeah.
Is this a promo we'll remember 10 years down the road? No, but it was solid, a solid good promo for tonight, and it was fine.
I was gonna excuse me, but you were getting ready to talk.
I was just gonna say I thought the first 2 hours of Raw were phenomenal.
Pulling out the phenomenal.
That's like the way you backhand compliment a girl. The first 2 hours were phenomenal, but
And then she's like, "Wait, what do you think about my last hour?"
He didn't say anything about it.
Excuse me, Vicky Guerrero comes out to talk about the fact that there's going to be a stipulation on the Ryback-Cena Extreme Rules matchup. And she wants to give both competitors in the match an opportunity to discuss, to debate, and to potentially choose what said stipulation would be. So Cena gets first opportunity to give his piece of his mind, and he thinks that it should be a Vicky's granny panties on a pole match.
Yeah.
Or maybe a whine-off. Or maybe a first person to run out of the arena and cry or whatever it was.
Right. But that wouldn't be fair to him.
It wouldn't be fair. But he said, I don't care what the stipulation is. It's me and you, Ryback. It's going to be what it is, and I'm going to beat you no matter what.
Right
I don't
answer.
care what the stipulation is.
Right answer. I like
So
that.
Vicky gives Ryback a chance to answer what he wants the stipulation to be, and Ryback had a great little retort himself. He said, John Cena, actually, he didn't say John Cena. He just said, it's ironic that Cena's Achilles heel is his Achilles heel.
So good.
It was good. It really was. And at Extreme Rules, you'll find out Ryback rules.
Yeah, O'Doyle.
It's unbelievable.
I love it.
It's the only thing you can think of every time it's said.
But then, so during this entire segment, which I thought was awesome, there was the poster in the bag that said, what was it, creative writers wanted or something? Now hiring creative writers.
I thought you were going to the cookout
The
on that one.
Oh, yeah, the cookout one. Hashtag meat.
That's hysterical.
Good. I like that.
In the end, Ryback chooses his stipulation, and I wasn't too excited about his choice because it's one of the least favorite stipulation matches that are out there.
Yeah.
Last man standing. That means first one to not answer a 10 count.
It's boxing rules, kind of. It's a knockout.
They just did it
basically.
recently with Del Rio and Big Show too, with that kind of
Two of them actually. Didn't they do back to one on SmackDown? They
and
lost,
one on a pay-per-view, and then
they
a
did on
follow-up or
pay-per-view,
whatever
yeah.
it was. Yeah, I wasn't so thrilled. Raven, you are very quiet, man.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't watch the first.
I forgot Raven was here.
Unceremoniously quiet.
I didn't watch the first hour Raw. I was eating great salad from Chop Stop.
Oh my!
Am I not
Wait, you can't plug people like that for free.
I won't be here next
I'm
week,
just
so it
kidding.
doesn't matter.
Unbelievable.
Do you guys?
No, but I think doesn't Extreme Rules have a Last Man Standing every pay-per-view? Didn't Ray and Batista do one?
Is that what? And actually, was the Cena Brock or something like that? Maybe.
Cena and Batista did
Cena
one,
and
I
Brock
think.
last year. No, that was
wasn't
just a
Last
regular
Man Standing?
match. That was just hardcore, right?
But 2 in 1 year. I mean, Big Show and Del Rio at Royal Rumble.
Right.
Do you guys have any like epic memories of the best Last Man Standing matches that stick out in your mind?
In my mind, I was thinking Rock Foley, but that was an I Quit match. That wasn't Last Man
That
Standing.
was I Quit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have? Don't they have like a DVD of that up on Netflix? Is it the Last Man Standing
Could
DVD
be.
with Steve Austin on the cover? I can't remember if that's.
Wasn't Shane O'Mac
that is.
versus Big Show? Was that a Last Man Standing where he jumps off the Titantron?
No, it's hardcore.
That was just hardcore.
Yeah.
So
Which way did
when
he go?
Test went in
Which
there
way did he
and
go?
got the crane, camera to lift up Shane for him to stand up, right? He didn't have to pin him. I thought like that was the finish, right? Test rolls over the big arm camera, the big crane camera, and
I
like
remember.
puts Shane on it and like lifts it up so he can stand on his feet because he was knocked out.
Was that like SummerSlam or something?
Yeah, it was one of
I just remember
those.
when Shane. I remember when Shane was fighting Kurt Angle.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Angle wanted to keep suplexing him through the glass
glass,
windows,
and he
kept
and they
missing.
wouldn't. Well, they just wouldn't break, and he kept trying and trying. It took like 3 or 4 attempts.
Shane kept dropping on his head.
every time. It took
Yeah.
like 12 of them.
Shane doesn't get enough respect. I mean, that
Shane
guy,
gets respect.
Shane gets-
Everyone
Shane
loves
gets
I'm
Shane.
afraid these kids these
Everyone
days
loves Shane.
don't remember that stuff. Oh, that was
Of course, they
amazing.
weren't born yet.
They got YouTube. Look it up. It's Shane McMahon.
You like that, Kathy?
Which way did he go? I love that. Was good storylines. Orton versus Sandow is our first actual
Yes.
matchup of the night. Orton into the ring, kind of an aggressive look in his eyes. He looked like he was on fire, ready to roll. And then we get a nice little mic segment from Damian Sandow,
Can you
our
sing the song?
intellectual
Did you write the song
savior.
down?
I have the first couple of lines.
I'm upset he
Can you
didn't
sing it
rap
to the music here?
He should have
Let's see.
rapped it.
Let's see. It should be like. Can we get a replay on the start of this one right here? Randy has voices in his head. Just watching him puts me to bed, puts me to sleep. And then I don't remember. I didn't get a chance to write down the whole
Okay,
thing.
yeah.
But he ended with something being heinous.
And,
Yeah.
and ignoramus.
And then I'm gonna slam you, you ignoramus.
I thought that
And
could
he
have gone
smiled.
somewhere else.
He smiled. The crowd reacted. You said face turn
Face
right
turn.
there for Sandow.
I got to face turn him
But I
now.
mean,
He's
if
going to be
you-
popping the crowd with that.
It could be his new gimmick because if you watch the JBL and Cole show, he's been doing this for like a month.
Yeah, and that's why I thought that
I
when
like
you
it.
said that,
I
I'm
do
like,
too.
if this is something he's doing and the crowd's going to be reacting, you have to turn him face
Because the
with
one
it.
with Rosa was just classic.
What was
I
that
haven't
one like?
seen it.
It was his first one where he was.
Oh, I do remember watching that
He
one.
said he couldn't believe she was still employed. And stuff.
Oh my God.
It was awesome.
He's brilliant. I think he's amazing.
And that is why he plays the role of a man with brilliance.
Yes, exactly.
Plays the role. He is the role.
There you go, Kathy. Living the gimmick.
Kathy's on a roll tonight.
Faving everyone.
This is a rematch from SmackDown, wasn't it? Didn't just Friday they had that match? It was
I don't
Sandow
know.
versus
I
Orton.
didn't catch
It's kind
SmackDown
of weird
this
how
week.
they do that. Like they double dip it every week with.
They do
Because
that.
most people don't watch SmackDown. It's not the same audience.
No.
But you know what? It's like it's getting.
Diehards sit and think. Obviously, we watch all WWE
Well,
shows, but
yeah.
they are different audiences,
They
and they
are.
have, and they actually, I think, have a different demo, like a different target demo.
Yeah, it's the kids on
I think
Friday.
SmackDown
More
skews
kids?
skews
Yeah.
younger.
Yeah.
Definitely so when it was network. It's got to have shifted a little since going to sci-fi, though.
No, it's still kids.
Still young?
Yeah, because
Because who's in on a Friday night?
I heard the
the
best
kids.
stories that the president of Sci-Fi. I don't know if she still is, but her favorite wrestler was Evan Bourne. So
Wow.
kind of why Evan was always on SmackDown.
SmackDown, just a SmackDown guy.
Evan Bourne. I believe he's actually been medically cleared for action, and he's
Oh,
just
has he?
waiting on the go-ahead from the office for a return.
Ah.
Interesting.
What do you think they'll do with him when he comes back?
Nothing. Wish him well in his future endeavors.
Could possibly happen.
I will not show him tonight's episode.
Oh.
I don't don't want that to happen. I love the guy. He's one of my favorites.
He's great.
I think he's a great guy.
You
I worked with him. I worked with him in WSX. He was actually the manager for my girlfriend at the time. I worked with him in TNA when we were down there together.
I just did the Ring of Honor seminar a couple weeks ago with his brother. Was there?
His brother
Mike Seidel.
Ah, does he look like him?
No, he was in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood a few tapes back. He kind of looks like Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High a little bit. Yeah.
I always used to think Seidel and or Evan Bourne and Cody Rhodes look a lot alike, except that Cody Rhodes is taller. There's a similarity, so at least when they both debuted. Because I remember the first time seeing Cody on camera, I was like, "Oh my God, is that Seidel?" Who at the time was Seidel, not Evan Bourne, and it was like, "No, Cody Rhodes."
Do you think they might stick him and Kofi back together and reform Airborne, or do you think you stick Evan with Pac or somebody?
Oh, that could be interesting. Two flyers like that.
Yeah,
New guy down
could
in
they
NXT.
be an interesting tag team?
And they're sending. And
what about him and Sin Cara?
Yeah.
Because, it seems like they want Sin Cara in a tag.
Could be too.
I'd honestly rather see Evan Bourne and Pac than Evan Bourne
Pac
and
is now
Gabriel.
Adrian Neville down at NXT, and he was actually on the house show swing this weekend.
Oh, yeah,
so they are trying him out with the main roster right now, and I believe he actually got
a move. That's a quick move up. He's only been there a few months, right?
And I believe he got a win on the house show circuit too.
How long has he been in NXT? Just like 6 months or so, right?
Not very long.
He's amazing.
He might be in the Cesaro route of just 6 months down there.
So since we went off topic a little bit, during this match of Orton versus Sandow, man, Orton was, to me, looked the best I've seen him look in forever.
The crowd really behind him in this. His fire was great.
He was so aggressive. I mean, it started off with a huge clothesline on the outside that just looked like he took Sandow's head off. He hits a side suplex on the outside guardrail. I mean, he was aggressive. And what was interesting was commentary was actually talking about the fact how aggressive Damian Sandow has become, and no selling the fact that Orton was at his best in terms of aggression. I was loving this match.
I think he looked really good, but I still want some more personality from him.
I thought his fire was great. I mean, he had the audience behind him. People were going crazy when he was firing
He
up.
needs something fresh.
Over the course of time,
I agree.
I have usually felt that Orton's pretty boring and bland.
I think tonight was a really good match for him.
But for whatever reason, through some of the lack of personality, so to speak, fans just respond to that guy. They love him.
We just need a new
even
evolution.
WrestleMania, there was so much talk of, when is Orton going to make this heel turn? Everyone wanted it, and wants to see.
He looks like a wrestler. Like I feel like he embodies like what a wrestler should look like.
Third generation superstar.
There does need to be a new evolution of Randy Orton. I think, though, no pun intended. But I think he does need to.
And then after that evolution, maybe he can leave a new legacy.
There you go. Well, I love the idea of him and Jake the Snake.
That was a great idea.
That was by Johnny LaQuasto. A genius idea. Absolutely. I would love to see that.
Orton goes for his Hangman's DDT, tries for it on the outside, but Sandow able to reverse it, send him into the guardrail.
And he should have hit it at some point. I don't think he hit that later on.
It's going to come one day.
It's got to come. But, usually when you tease something like that and then they don't get it, then you've got to either hit that or something close, to pop the audience.
Is he booked on the pay-per-view?
Who's that?
Him and Big Show, right?
Randy? Big Show, because the setup right here. So Orton ended up hitting the RKO.
And I don't think that's an overly dangerous, like, oh my God, it couldn't be done.
Gets the win, walks up the entranceway, and we take a look on video at the commentators, and we hear Michael Cole go, wait a second, look at that! And we just see Randy Orton laid out on the stage.
It was a little weird the way it was done, but I actually liked this.
Then they showed us the replay.
Yeah.
Big Show comes on out, dragging that left arm, kind of like it looked like he was getting ready to throw a left.
Haymaker,
and then boom, pops the right from low, knocks Randy Orton out.
And I liked kind of what they tried to do here. I don't know that it came off 100% because it was a little goofy the way the Cole was like, look over there. But they tried to make it feel like it came out of nowhere, like it was a surprise, by having us on the commentary team, and then by seeing the replay, seeing what happened. It was interesting the way they tried that.
And those are always iffy moments when they're just showing the commentators talking in between matches. That's making people go, let me go change the channel real quick, or let me go in the living room. It's like, no. Like, listen,
anything can happen at any time.
There it is, right there.
I like that.
The same thing with Raw Active and commercial.
The WWE app.
No.
You can't change the channels.
WWE app, right? Yeah.
Was it 100% perfect? Was it perfect execution? Maybe not. But I love the idea of it. Anything can happen at any time.
Me too.
Yeah. Good job, creative team, on that one.
Look at Clum's giving kudos. Oh my God! Clum may have frozen
It
over.
was a shot.
The devil's skiing down in hell right now.
Hey, I'll give props when they're due. Always. I thought that was cool.
We get a little plug that Fandango is coming up next.
And high five Cathy Kelley, who's back.
My girl's back.
Wait. She's not
Your
back.
girl, she's our girl.
She was back there. We saw that she was there.
Yeah, they showed it there.
There was a great little graphic that someone made last week of the missing, and it had a picture of her with all her stats and everyone talking. It seems it's so funny for an unnamed extra character.
The
audience.
She's connected.
Loves her.
She's connected.
It's kind of like.
And I think it's kind of because there is a mystery.
It's kind of like Ricardo with Del Rio when they first started. Everyone kind of
gravitated
towards Ricardo and stuff like that. Did you watch SmackDown? What I told you about the editing of?
Oh yeah.
You can't tell secrets. You gotta verbalize.
Oh, you want me to go through our whole thread on air? We can go through our
bring it up a little bit.
Well, first on the thread, we argue about Ronda Rousey and how hot she is.
Oh yeah.
And then we bring up Brad
Smoke Show Ronda Rousey.
Brad Maddox, just so Cathy doesn't feel left out, or like a lesbian. I mean, can I say that?
You can't say lesbian on the air.
Okay, no lesbian talk about.
What were you about to say, Josh?
Oh yeah, but he made sure. Raven told me to watch SmackDown to look for the for Summer Rae getting. They did a little editing there to make sure that she wasn't going down slow on the splits. It was like a cut to the audience and then went back and she's like, bing.
The best was last week on Raw when she did it live. I mean, it was live when they showed it first and she had a hard time getting into it.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the match when she tried to get into it, they cut to audience shot. And then when she was in position, they go right back to her.
Yeah.
Clever girl.
Sometimes you gotta work around.
I've got to give WWE props on this though. Is they moved this girl out and they moved Summer Rae in for 2 weeks. 2 weeks
in an episode.
Yeah, I can't even believe that. No, but you got to give them props because obviously this wasn't working, and then they went back to what was. So when
you give them props, what are those props made of?
Nothing.
Triple H is a desk.
False promises. Broken dreams.
There were some good camera shots tonight in tonight's Raw.
Yeah, we did.
Very good, cuts where
good cuts, impact. So many of these super kicks and just kicks throughout the show looked like they took people's heads off tonight.
Sounded like it too.
Didn't have to cut away from the dancer though when she was doing her splits.
No,
tonight.
she's
cuts needed.
She's great.
Wasn't a fan of her dress though today.
Yeah,
I liked her old white dress. I'm sorry.
I didn't like this dress. Raven was giving me a hard time this weekend on Twitter because of my tweeting about Fashion Star.
Maybe she thought that
Monroe in full effect.
Right here.
Maybe she thought she was out of a job and so she sold it on eBay to something.
It wasn't very. I don't know.
She seems like a woman of confidence.
It wasn't a great ballroom gown. I mean, if she's going to wear something short for the ballroom, you expect a little fringe or tassel on there. So you get
Have you seen Dancing with the Stars? They usually show a little more skin.
More skin, and then there's still usually some sort of fringy tassel. So when they move, that there's some shake and motion.
But wouldn't that be wardrobe's decision on what she was wearing out there, or is that she has to bring her own gown?
No, they usually have their own. I mean, you never know.
How does that work?
I would think they'll tell you to bring on that, bring your outfit, but
bring a few items.
I would think so.
Choose something.
And then if they really want something custom or special, then it's wardrobe. But they're not making outfits for everyone that comes in the door.
No.
Okay.
Well, with all this talk, we haven't even gotten to their entrance yet because Y2J comes to the ring first. Heck yeah, kudos and props.
There it is, Clum.
There's Ryan Katz did this for me, this whole photo.
Oh,
yeah, that's one you made for me.
Hey,
look at that.
How about that?
That's happy Clum.
Y2J says
that's my trading card.
Y2J says Fan Dumbo's coming up next, Fan Dodge Durango's coming up, and then he made a couple of jokes that we didn't like.
This is one of his less good ones that he's. I don't know how to phrase
He'll correct my good and well earlier. I don't know what to say on that. I would agree. This was not Jericho at his best on the mic,
but
and he knew it.
He knew it, and then he laughed about it right after.
It was one thing.
He gave a line that got no reaction, and he just smiled and gave a look. He knew it.
He knows.
Yeah, he said he did make a comment.
Go 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 or something. Yeah. It should have been go go gadget.
When you've knocked that many out, when you've knocked out as many home runs as he has, you know when you whiff. You know he's good. I mean, it's gonna happen.
There are only so many names that you can come up with for Fandango too.
Yeah. He's amazing.
So Fandango.
It was still good. It was still funny though.
Oh, he's the only one who could.
Oh yeah,
he could pick it back up after
He's a legend.
people didn't laugh. Like,
that's what legends do.
Yeah.
He's good.
Fandango comes down to the ring with the little dance and his partner. We got to get a name on her. Someone wrote me what her name was this week, but I forgot.
I mean, I'm sure she has a name, but they need to name her.
They gave
You're
her,
right.
like someone gave her real name out, like of who she is.
Right. But she needs a character name.
Fandango on the mic saying, Chris Jericho, just because you were on Dancing with the Stars and failed doesn't make you an expert. You like that? Josh, was that
was
okay?
very good.
Thanks.
I was like closing my eyes, just capturing him. I'm like, he's here. Fandango is here.
The hot guy?
Wow.
He's one of the better looking gentlemen on the show. I'll give him that.
Close your eyes. Imagine he's in front of you.
Romance is kind of
Josh is trying to steal Fandango's look there a little with the hair
Oh,
tonight.
the hair. Oh, I started headbanging in the beginning. It was slicked back. Yeah.
So
it starts to dongo a little bit.
Josh.
The show.
Are you?
I think next time we do a dress-up thing, Josh has to dress as Fandango.
Josh likes to inhale the A's.
Are you over Brad Maddox?
Yeah.
I'm sure he does.
I am.
You're on
I'm
to the new
all
boy.
on Dirty Curdy right now.
Dirty Curdy.
That was so February.
And he's still Dirty Curdy to me.
Jericho brings out a panel to judge Fandango's performance, brings out Brodus Clay, Sweet Tea, and the Funkadactyls, who are going to rate this performance. R-Truth comes out for the match, because we get the match is Fandango versus R-Truth. And at one point, Brodus Clay, looking for a 0 on his scorecard, ends up giving him a 42.
42.
Or it was supposed to be a 10.
He was supposed to be a 10. The man can't find a 10. How hard is it, Brodus? You've got a stack of numbers and you can't find 10.
R-Truth, right?
Yeah, he was giving R-Truth on his little dance moves. In the end, not too much happened in the matchup.
No, not
Fandango
really.
on the outside gets thrown out kind of thing. Counted out when he walks away.
He's like, screw
Yeah, this is just about the dance-off and whatnot.
Setting up next week on Monday Night Raw, we have a ballroom dance-off between Chris Jericho, who competed on Dancing with the Stars, taking on everyone's favorite ballroom dancer, Fandango.
Now, Cathy, who do you think's going to be Y2J's partner? You think he'll bring a partner with him, or are they going to share?
Summer Rae. They set it up last week.
Right.
I would love to see Maria Menounos do it, but I think that it's going to be Summer Rae.
It would
to get on.
I think that's the right move. 2 Dancing with the Stars contestants taking out
I agree.
Fandango in his first official in-ring loss. I'm not going to count the count out as something that matters. That's a loss with an asterisk.
He'll be
walked
Mae
out.
Young. Mae Young.
Raven calling Mae Young.
Mae Young would be amazing as well. Yes.
If it even
It just took a
happens.
long time for that reaction.
Yeah,
from
no,
Clum
I'm
right
sorry.
Delayed reaction.
That's because Clum's thinking about who he's going to talk over. Hashtag Scottish Shield, baby.
Nobody anymore.
Take that Scottish Shield.
He used my mic.
Next segment, we see a tease for the Paul Heyman Brock Lesnar office invasion. And then we come back to Josh Matthews in the back with Daniel Bryan. He's covered. The Shield throws around justice. They throw around the word. This is Daniel Bryan talking. He says the Shield throws around the word justice to justify their 3-on-1 attacks.
I don't know if this is true, but someone just wrote in chat roll that the dancer's name is Adriana.
Adriana.
She looks like an
She
Adriana.
looks like an Adriana.
That works.
That sounds like a character name because I think it was a different name than I read last weekend.
They might be lying to me.
Because I just see
very
it with
well see that.
Adriana being.
How could anybody lie to Cathy Kelley?
Especially in the chat room.
Exactly.
Adriana.
Adriana.
I would so prefer Maria.
We don't have the Maria book up here like we normally
Where is
do.
the Maria book?
I've been reading it.
Good girl.
It's in the bathroom over there.
That's hysterical, Clum.
It's an awful joke.
That's a terrible joke.
My expense.
Women don't do that, Clum.
No, of course not.
It's for
And
when,
nobody reads
when
in
I'm
the-
doing my hair and stuff. I just have the book
Right.
open.
And nobody
yeah,
reads
so.
books in the bathroom anymore. Everyone's got a phone now. So
Sheet.
everyone's got the internet on their phone.
Brian continuing, saying that based on the last match they had on SmackDown, which I actually didn't see it. Everyone said it was pretty good. darn good match.
Which one was this? The
Ryback versus Daniel Bryan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was aight.
I did not see
Just
that.
aight? I heard
Yeah,
a
it
lot of
wasn't
people putting it
amazing.
over that it was amazing, and
Yeah,
Daniel
I
Bryan
was like,
made.
ooh, when I started watching.
Yeah, everyone was like, Daniel Bryan made Ryback look amazing.
Oh, okay.
It was very similar to what CM Punk did with him. It was a lot of kicks to the legs.
I'm not loving the hair.
It was good.
Today. I'm not loving your hair.
I
man.
know. I combed it the opposite direction.
I'm not like.
Oh, he's got this cowlick
Yeah,
standing
they got
up
the cowlick and the
Well,
part.
you got me in a headlock.
It's a little.
like
It's a
5
little.
minutes.
It's a little nerdy.
Yeah.
You're a little too cool for that, Josh Padgett.
Well, thank you. I'll come back next week.
Listen to this bromance going on here.
Can't wait to clang and bang tomorrow, Josh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call Rico back.
Do you guys want to get up and you want to hug? You want to hug for everyone right now?
Hug it out.
Wanna hug?
Hug it out. Daniel Bryan says, I'm challenging the Ryback. And then he turns and Ryback's there. And Ryback says, you're half the man I am. And then Kane's there and he says, what about me? Do you think I'm half the man? Kane's great.
Kane's amazing.
He's huge. He's so big. I always
just even your most innocent comments just sound so horrible, dude.
The big red monster.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God. JP male demo Padgett. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Kane, shoot off your pyro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Before and after.
After Kane's line, Ryback looks at Kane and says, you're not the monster you used to be.
Everyone knows.
I'm the only monster here in WWE right now.
To which Smiley said, Mark Henry.
I did, but...
And what about the Big Show?
Ryback rules. I'm telling you, they got to do the banana peel. They got to do it. You're like, what does that mean?
Yeah, from Billy Matt. Yeah,
Absolutely. Got to have a banana peel just randomly sitting there, and he takes the slip. Because the whole family's going down. Alberto Del Rio taking on Dolph Ziggler in a pretty nice matchup.
Yeah.
Throughout, we have Swagger coming out and with Zeb Coulter to be on commentary.
Right in the middle of the match.
Music hits right in the middle.
Right in the middle of the match. I'm coming down. We're coming down now.
This is not the swagger.
This is not the swagger music.
This is not the swagger music.
Old.
That's old swagger.
Kathy once again paying off Steven right there, trying to avoid the swaggering.
Yep.
No.
Because Europeans fandango and real Americans swagger.
This is the same song. Rage Against the Machine version.
It's all good. It's all good. Beautiful drop kick by Dolph Ziggler right from the get-go. That first Del Rio swipes the drop kick away.
Yeah, so was that the one where he missed it?
Yeah, it wasn't at the beginning of the match. It was towards the middle.
Yeah.
Swipes off the first one. Ziggler gets up right away.
And hits it.
Beautiful elevation. Right to the face. 2 feet in the face. And I hear it coming because it's time, baby.
Let's crank that up a little bit.
Really? Speaking of really, where's the Miz been?
Shooting a movie or something, right?
No.
He's doing a movie.
No, but Miz was technically announced on the preview. He was supposed to
Where
return
was
today.
he? Yeah.
Today, he was announced on the preview, on the
interesting.
release, that he was supposed to make his return to Raw tonight. Good question. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Which preview?
Really?
Like,
Like the TV on TV Guide type thing?
whether it's TV Guide or I mean, I don't
your
know.
guide on your DVR type thing.
I don't know where the sheets get it, but what was supposedly the official pre-show, pre-Raw preview, it was the storyline of the Cena Ryback stuff, the return of the Miz, and the ongoing saga between Triple H and Brock Lesnar.
Which is something that would probably have been put out last night or the day before, so maybe things have changed since that.
Maybe some delays, maybe something's going on,
probably
or
what happened.
just maybe just no storyline for him at this point. So it's
I mean,
just
you
a
figure
waste.
there's a pay-per-view in 2 weeks. You'd figure you'd bring
Wait
something back
till right
the night
after.
after.
Probably makes
It'd be
sense.
a weird
Spike the
time to
ratings
bring
right
him
after. Let's see. Ziggler from the top. AJ there for the distraction on the referee. Ziggler hits the X Factor off the top. Reverse X Factor. Does he got a name for that?
X Factor off the top.
Yeah, he does it. He does Super Kick, X Factor,
That's what I'm
and
saying.
the
He's just
famous.
taking all of DX's moves.
He's got all
Zig
DX moves.
Factor.
It's awesome.
No, wait, what moves is he using from DX? What are all the different moves you
Well,
just said?
I didn't want to say the famouser. I just
Yeah,
called it
okay,
the
the
famouser.
famouser.
He's using all DX moves.
Why didn't you want to say famouser? What?
Why, is he trying to get me to cuss?
No. I just didn't hear what you said. No. I was like, what were the moves again? Yeah, no. I
don't want to get chopped.
He's like, I'm trying to. You thought I was trying to trap you. No.
Yeah.
I just didn't hear what you said.
Oh yeah, but he's taking all their moves. And is there anyone? Can you guys name somebody that's more athletic than Dolph Ziggler in that locker room?
Kofi Kingston.
Cesaro.
No, well, I mean Cesaro is strong.
Kofi
very
Kingston.
strong and very talented, but at just pure athleticism. Could Kofi keep
Rey
continuing
Mysterio.
to get up after drop kick after drop kick, a clothesline after clothesline, doing those elbows?
Yeah.
Evan Bourne.
Yeah.
But those guys are like, they're high flyers and stuff.
give excuses to every
It's the way Ziggler sells and the way he bumps and all that stuff. It's a
Absolutely.
skill level thing more than an athleticism
Absolutely
thing.
Put them on a treadmill.
It's his
Hook 'em
mind.
up. I wanna see
It's
him
his
run
mind,
longer.
not the way his nervous system works.
There was a move that wasn't so great. I don't remember, it was off the corner where Del Rio's leg kicked Ziggler in the head.
Yeah.
And it looked like almost like, oh, maybe he got kicked in the head hard. And as I said, I think Ziggler was just selling so well that he felt something brush against his head that he was like, I got to sell it. I don't know if it connected.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but time to sell it.
He's just
good.
Even if it's a botch.
And
it's skill.
Kurt
It's-
Hennig.
Yeah.
He's this era's Kurt Hennig. I mean, everything he's doing, Hennig did.
I just watched.
See,
I just watched the perfect pass on
You're from
WWE.com
Georgia, right?
today.
No.
Wait, where are you from?
I
thought you
said
Georgia.
Hennig.
Yeah, I said Henning.
You said Hennig.
That sounds the same to me.
He said Hennig.
No, now you're saying something different.
I just said Hennig.
He said Hennig.
You're
Mr. Perfect
You're
Kurt
cut,
Hennig.
Josh.
Kurt Henning.
It's H-E-N-N-I-G.
No
Yeah,
N.
I know.
No, Hennig,
I know
yeah.
that. But
The
last
magician
week
is
you
Doug
told me,
Henning.
yeah, and it sounds like when he's saying it, it sounds like how I say it, with a kind of an N in there, but it's not really. You're saying like Hennig.
I mean, I did
like an egg.
I lived in the
Hennig.
South for 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you know the family actually as well. Oh, okay.
detected.
Yeah.
Please
Shield's coming after you, Steven. You don't do that to me.
Reverse superplex by Alberto Del Rio was beautiful.
Yeah, that's not an easy move to take.
Another beautiful super kick by Alberto Del Rio.
That's all on Ziggler. Like Ziggler to take that move is sick.
To power up over.
Yeah, that's
Give
not
the balance,
easy.
give the support.
I wouldn't take that right now.
Del Rio's great. He really is pretty good.
Fantastic.
Oh, phenomenal! Both these guys are great.
Cross arm breaker by Del Rio. It could be, by Del Rio. It could be over. AJ jumps up on the apron. Distraction. Big E Langston grabs Alberto Del Rio, drags him through the ring to the outside, throws him into Swagger.
This whole thing
Who's
was
sitting
great.
ringside.
This was the best part of the match. This whole schmoz at the end.
Swagger then gets up and attacks Big E, goes for under the ring and pulls out a ladder. Ricardo jumps on his back to try to stop him. Swagger able to use the ladder to kind of battering ram Rodriguez into the guardrail, and then Swagger into the ring with the ladder. Looks like he's gonna battery ram, and then throws a swing with the right
We all
side,
popped.
taking off the head of Dolph Ziggler right there. Big moment, and at the end of this match, it's Swagger standing strong.
It's a crazy
Yeah,
match.
this was a real fun end. This was really exciting. I loved the end of this.
I'm psyched to see
Yeah.
this ladder match at the
Yeah,
pay-per-view,
gonna be
man.
awesome.
Del Rio, Swagger, and Dolph Ziggler. Not to mention, Ricardo's going to get
Well, I mean, you
involved
got
in this.
You got Big E, AJ, and Ricardo out there. I mean,
Yeah, Big E's gonna be able to do something
And,
different.
wanna
and
see-
Zeb.
and Zeb.
You're not going to say, I want to see
Everybody's
AJ take
got
a big
somebody out
bump
there.
one day, but it's not going to happen.
Want to see AJ take a big bump?
Yeah, like remember there was that moment when the CM Punk in the Daniel Bryan storyline was going where we thought that she was going to get tossed through that table that one time.
She was on top of the cage. Yeah, she climbed the cage.
I'd like to see something where she can't offensively get beat. You can't have the men beat
Where
the
she
women like that.
takes some huge bump and then she's out for 3 months.
No.
I mean, you do that right before she has
And
to
then
take
you
some
can
time
rebuild
off,
it.
and you have to take some time off.
Why is she gonna take some time
Yeah, I don't know.
off?
She's not ready
Well,
for time off.
not
so
right.
that's why it
I'm
doesn't
not
work.
talking about right now. I'm talking about when she needs time off. That's when you do it.
Let her take a big bump.
Yeah, let her take a big bump. Save it till then.
Big bump, baby.
Yeah.
If you guys like what we do here at AfterBuzz, why don't you go on over to iTunes where you could subscribe to our show. You could subscribe to other shows because if you go to iTunes, the iTunes store, you throw AfterBuzz in the keyword, you'll see a slew, a list, a smorgasbord of entertainment for your listening pleasure, all of your favorite TV shows, go ahead and do us a favor. Subscribe to this podcast. Throw us a 5-star rating, and also throw in a comment right there telling us what you like. And even if you don't like something, we're up for the constructive criticism.
Yeah, and if you're a WWE fan, we have other WWE shows. We have a SmackDown and Main Event, which are both excellent shows.
It looks like we might be starting Total Divas.
No Saturday
are we going to do a Total Divas?
Mm-hmm. What?
I love Saturday
Morning Slam.
It's only a half hour.
Yeah.
And it's on a Saturday
And
morning.
potentially
No
NXT eventually.
That'll be fun.
NXT would be fun. Yeah.
NXT. It only takes a minute to go over there and do it, so you should go subscribe to all your favorite shows. Like I said, rate, comment, tell your friends, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Don't forget about YouTube. Don't forget about Facebook, all those places, Twitter. We're all around. Everywhere. We're growing. We're spreading like
Except
a virus.
Tout.
We're spreading like a virus.
We don't have a Tout, do we?
I'm on Tout.
Well, you are, but we don't have
We don't have a. I don't think I've really used it.
We don't have a show Tout or a show Vine. We should probably get those.
Vine. Who's putting over Vine?
Kathy's on Vine. We Vine.
I'm on Vine.
We did a Fandango
I don't want to bash anything. All right. Oh, come on. Caitlin in the back with the Funkadactyls discussing the gift that she's been getting from her secret admirer. She's got a little text message and a little note. And the note says to Caitlin, not every woman can squat 300 pounds and watch every Simpsons episode and still look hot. And at the end of it, the note says to Caitlin, I choose you. And a lot of people didn't know what that's a reference to, so Caitlin had to be like, that's a reference to Valentine's Day with the Simpsons when Ralph Wiggum had a crush on Lisa Simpson. And then there was the moment where Bart freeze frames as Ralph's heart's ripped open and split because Lisa doesn't want to date him. I'm not off topic. This is topic, so I'll keep going. But in the end, there's a whole bunch of things. And then as all this is going on, Natty's involved. And then when they walk off, we see the Bellas walk from behind the curtain.
Well, Natty said she was going to go get Khali involved, and he was
going to do some detective work because he used to be an investigator and detective in
police
India.
officer
in India.
This
and I
would
couldn't
be
understand anything he was saying.
Yeah, he was a cop in India.
And Khali was like, I'm going to go find out. That would be
oh, you
awesome.
could understand what
It's a true story.
This would be awesome. He really was. He's awesome.
He still needs his own talk show.
The scariest freaking police officer.
He has a
You
talk
haven't
show?
seen the YouTube show?
No.
Oh, it's amazing.
Khali has a talk show?
He does one where he's singing everyone's theme songs.
Oh my God,
yeah,
I'm going to start seeing this. Please send that to us on the
There's
thread.
a new one that just went up last week. I forgot. I haven't watched it.
Oh my
yet.
God.
Well, they need to have a segment
Okay,
every
I need
week
to
of
see that.
Khali like doing detective
Yes.
work. I want the hat, the magnifying
Oh my
glass,
God.
the pipe. I want it all.
Sherlock Holmes,
Sherlock
Khali
Khali.
with a Watson as with Hornswoggle as Watson.
That would be awesome.
Who's his Moriarty?
That could be good.
That would be amazing.
Could be
Can you
good.
imagine Khali with the hat like, why I'm trying to find the clue?
Ryback trying to be all serious and stuff. He goes there.
Elementary, my dear Hornswoggle.
Yeah.
I want to know who the secret admirer is.
Oh.
You guys are a little off topic.
Now, who do you think it's going to be?
It's got to be Biggie, right?
I
It's gotta
got to
be
guess Biggie Langston on that one.
I hope so.
What?
Yeah, a little interracial love. Yeah.
You know, if it was Bischoff, it'd be the Bellas.
He's got to get a My Little Pony. Someone's got to send her the My Little Pony.
But no one else knows what that is. That's only from an online clip.
Clum's mic just got
Did it just go out? Yeah.
The shield! The Scottish shield!
The Scottish Shield, where are you, darn you?
Speaking of the Scottish Shield, it's time for the real Shield. Boom. In their first insignificant matchup, pretty much in the existence of the Shield, taking on the Usos and Kofi Kingston. Yes, it's insignificant.
Wow, what a way to bury the Usos and Kofi Kingston.
Well,
It's an Intercontinental Champion.
There's no
United
real
States
storyline to
Oh,
it.
yeah,
There was no reason for the match, really. It was just a match to have a match.
Well, maybe the ending.
So,
Ambrose pinned Kofi.
Yeah, but it was
He deserves a title shot.
It was the first time. Yeah, I mean, but
insignificant match.
Yeah.
Who do you put him in?
Not
there
that it was
with?
bad. It just didn't
What do you pick? Ryder
really fall
and,
into anything.
Ryder and Goldust and Hornswoggle or
It's
something?
just that through their existence, they've pretty much only taken on main event
But
players.
see, that's the
Or
problem.
in main events,
But
yeah.
that's the problem when you shoot guys up right to the top instantly. Because what's going to happen with Ryback? After Cena, where does he go, really?
Yeah.
And technically,
But
he
it's like,
shouldn't be here right
at
now
least-
anyway. He lost to Mark
at
Henry.
least-
Mark Henry should have the
At
shot.
least for Cesaro, he's floundered and he's trying to get back on that winning streak. He has places to go. But people like the Shield and, if whatever is happening at SummerSlam that's rumored, where do you go after that with those guys?
Yeah, but the thing to me that was weird about this is they have a storyline going on, and they do a little bit of it later on. So this was just like thrown in there. There was no reason to it. It didn't progress nothing forwards, right?
Well, I mean, as he's saying, it's going to potentially lead to Dean having a singles title shot.
Yeah, but it's a weird way to do that. It was just kind of a thrown in there match. I mean, it wasn't like terrible, but it was a little bit weird.
Khali and Zack Ryder.
It was a little bit weird.
It was unnecessary. Would have been better if they took on 3MB, since there has been a Shield 3MB.
That would be awesome.
Yes,
that'd be good.
Yes, would have been better.
But, yeah, for sure.
3MB will rock their face.
Yeah, and I gotta say, Sam Fines, one of our listeners, made that shirt.
It was a good shirt.
It was
Good
amazing.
He's in chat room right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
What up, Sam?
Mr. WrestleMania Sam Fine.
Yeah, that was him and his son got on
He
Wrestle.
owes me a lot of money for that.
Oh, yeah, because it was all you that got him on there,
I
right?
got him on there.
Tell you what, the crowd was on fire tonight. It wasn't. It maybe not have been a wild crowd with chants.
Yeah, it wasn't European
Roanoke, Virginia.
No, but they were on fire because Kofi had them fired up throughout his segment when he was going in the ring, and the Usos actually got some good heat and got some good response and got the crowd to respond to them pretty well.
I'm a fan of them.
They're not on the top of my list.
I think they need to really push their tag division, and they would be a team to push because they're a real tag team.
They're just inconsistent to me. There's times I like them, and there's times I don't.
Yeah, but that's the whole tag team division.
Yeah, right. But I think that's opportunity. They start to push it, and then they cut the legs out right from that division. So the division hasn't had a good
where they
year to be pushed. Yeah,
I was talking to someone during this match.
I don't know.
This was like a total NXT match.
Darren Young's hurt.
You had the Usos, you had the whole Shield, all NXT guys.
Except
Kofi was
Kofi.
like the vet in there.
Yeah.
So it's good because people are like, oh, they're not pushing people, but then when you look at that match, 5 out of 6 guys were straight NXT.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's.
I actually think they're doing a great job of building new stars right now. I mean, I think WWE's been pretty effective at bringing in some new talent this last year.
They have, but
there's a dozen dudes that are awesome that are new.
The only one that didn't work out is Bo.
Right, but they have been bringing them up and then cutting the legs out, just like they've done that with Cesaro. They've done that with Sandow a bit.
But now they're trying to build Cesaro back up.
Absolutely, and Sandow.
Right, and now they
realize their faults and they're trying to correct it. Like if there is someone that gets left behind, they're trying to build them back up again.
And I don't know if that's always them just trying to build it up. They have kind of things they do with the way things are in the back.
Well,
they have traditions of cut this guy down. They have a way they build people, which is we don't all understand.
Well, but one of those things, even with the yodeling, that everyone questions of why they would do that, because there is tests. There's mental tests to see how you handle whether it be bad decisions, how you handle storylines you don't like, how you handle the stress and pressure, how you handle. They're testing these things to make sure that they can be pushed into main event levels and that they can handle unusual circumstances, that they can handle embarrassment, that they can handle.
And the good guys can make a bad gimmick good.
Absolutely.
Oh, 100%. I fully believe that. I mean, if Dusty Rhodes made polka dots the biggest thing, you should be able to take whatever's given to you and take it.
Dusty Rhodes had a promo that was in WWE.com put up this video today of like the 5 best hype vignettes, like hyping characters. Right. So it had the Duke the Dumpster Drozy segments. Okay. It had the Mr. Perfect pass. It had Skinner coming up from the swamps. Okay. It had Dusty in the butcher shop, like with a butcher. I don't even remember that one. That was the number 1. And what was the 5th one?
Skinner made it.
The 5th one was Regal. I'm a real man's man.
Oh, the man's man. Everyone loves those man's man.
Before this match, they did show the highlight of that suplex from Cesaro and Kofi.
Oh, yes, we got to mention that. You're right. Okay.
That was Cesaro's match. It wasn't
Cesaro.
Yeah, it's coming up right now.
Cesaro and Kofi. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because I actually have that highlighted right here. Antonio Cesaro taking on Zack Ryder right before the match. They did do the recap. They showed the Cesaro superplex, where Kofi was standing on the apron. Cesaro is on the second rope on the inside and just completely muscles him up into a vertical superplex over the top and crashing down. Incredible. They show us the then clip of Kofi Kingston in the back. Cesaro jumps him in the back, takes him out, stands over Kofi Kingston, and kind of says that he's a taker, I believe, or something to that like that. Grabs his dread. Good.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was so gross.
Pulls out a chunk of hair.
I loved it.
It was. I mean,
Awesome.
that's some.
That was good.
Do you think they pre-cut it?
Oh yeah.
There'd be blood, man.
Absolutely.
Oh.
I don't know if there'd be blood.
Yeah, there would.
On a dreadlock, because the dread's gonna pull a little. Like it's
I don't
the
know.
Oh
mat.
my gosh.
I mean, it's. Yeah,
That's hair.
It was
That's like
from the root.
clumps of hair. I mean,
No, I know, but the
grab a
clump-
clump of hair and try to pull
like
it
when-
out. Is it different?
When my dog has mats.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
When my dog has mats, I can work the mat
Smiley
out by
doesn't
grabbing
know
the
all
mats.
that much about hair. That's right.
I used to have hair like yours,
I know.
man.
That's like a girl fight, pulling hair. Seriously?
It was
great.
to add insult to injury. It was to humiliate
Yeah, it wasn't
him.
a girl fight. Yeah.
It was to humiliate him.
It's like ripping the chain off somebody or
Hogan and
same type of
Andre.
thing. Yeah.
Cesaro,
Cut him with the
Cesaro
nail.
easily defeats Zack Ryder without a problem. Gets on the mic and says, "Is that it? Is that all the competition here in WWE? I don't care if it's a Raw star, a SmackDown star, or even an NXT star. There's no competition
And
for
he
me."
said superstar. He named all the shows Saturday Morning Slam.
He did.
Superstars. He
Main
named
event.
everything.
He did more promoting for those undercard shows than WWE has ever done on
It would have
Raw.
been awesome if he said Impact as well. Impact, they're terrible.
But everyone has been complaining about Cesaro's yodeling and losing, and all of a sudden,
It's
2 weeks
gone.
later, it looks like the push is back. So
Yeah.
everyone can calm down.
I like the yodeling.
Yeah, maybe the yodeling was
I didn't
just.
mind the yodeling.
Yeah, it was just something to get him to get the belt
Can
off
we get
of him.
Khali's music by any chance? Because there was a request actually.
Oh,
on Twitter, but I don't know if I can do it without the music. I kind of need a little plan. But in the end, at the end of Cesaro's promo, he said that he puts the W in WWE. So I was saying, does he put the world or does he put the wrestling? Because it works for both of them.
Yeah, I figured he was talking world.
He's trying to be mysterious.
International, because he's international.
Because he's international. That's what I figured he was
But
going for.
I think it's wrestling.
Yeah,
Could be that too.
I was wondering if that's what it could go either way.
I think it's a playoff of that match with Kofi last week.
How good the wrestling
How many
was.
people are going to top that this month?
No.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the match yet.
And if he
so
needs an
I need
extra
to go back
W,
and watch it.
if he needs an extra W, there was one on the wall in Hunter's office that fell down.
Oh, yeah.
Get
We
one
haven't gotten
there.
there yet.
Speaking of
Oh, I
Hunter's
guess that's
office,
where
we're
going.
there right
We're
now
there
because
now.
we
Top
get
of the top of hour 3.
Top of hour 3, we get the secret security footage in the pictures and the footage from Paul Heyman. We get to see Brock Lesnar invade Titan Towers.
Yeah, well, this was all Heyman's footage here.
Some of it was security, it looked like.
Looked like they had security footage.
Did they with that too? Or I thought
yeah.
when they went into this segment, it was almost all the
lot of them-
handy
Oh, when they
hand
went
cam.
in, this segment was all
the handy cam.
This was all hand cam, yeah.
That's about the night they were showing security
Yeah,
footage.
earlier on they were, and then this
Employees
was them
tweeted
showing
pics.
their actual footage.
Weird voiceovers in this.
Well, they did
Oh,
a
the
lot
Heyman
of,
voiceovers?
Did a lot of
Yeah.
Very
ADR.
obvious.
There was Heyman, a lot of Heyman
it
ADR.
switched from like ADR to
Yes.
him actually
in the
talking on
room with
camera.
them.
It was
Yeah,
weird.
at the
Yeah, they
very
should have
end.
just redone his
Yeah.
in-room stuff. It was weird.
Lesnar makes his way into Triple H's office, tears it up.
He had a good moment on the in the elevator. Raven
Oh,
said it
yes.
was the guy who had the idea for the creative Fandango viral video that was awful.
And then, and they were
he's just
singing,
staring-
they were
he's
doing
just
the
staring.
elevator music version of the Fandango.
Heyman was singing.
Heyman
He was
was
whistling the
yeah.
Fandango theme, and Brock's just standing over that dude. That dude's just staring forward like, oh, you know.
I hate that I can't
Runs off the
whistle.
elevator.
I couldn't do that.
can't?
Yeah.
Wow.
How'd you get Josh then?
Oh.
Did you know it's actually
this is dashing
it's
good
actually this just made me think of a law class I took in college. It's illegal to whistle underwater in Vermont.
Really?
It's a blue law, yeah.
I feel like you'd die.
You know what it is that it's on the books. They actually almost took it off the books a few years ago and figured people would start doing it. It's because you know that thing, like if you try to breathe real fast and then your friend grabs you,
yourself
whoever,
faint.
makes you faint and high. It's the same type of thing. So it's a way to get yourself kind of lightheaded.
You
and
get
high.
high if you whistle underwater.
Yeah,
We're gonna get buzzed. We're gonna get
But
buzzed.
people then
I usually
were
hum
drowning.
underwater
so.
because that's the only way I can stop water from going to my nose.
So I
Yeah,
actually
when they get into
People
Triple
were
H's
drowning.
office,
the sledgehammer's on the
I'm
wall.
surprised he didn't have like a nice like window or a corner office. It was kind of
I
like
kind of think it was in his office.
So when Heyman,
Well, you know, do a better job.
No, right. So Heyman ends up tweeting the picture of the destruction of the desk earlier in the day, and I had to reply to that one because I was like, you would think that Triple H's desk would be made of some sort of steel and glass,
And his
or
computer would
mahogany,
probably be from
oak,
2000 or
something
newer.
quality. Absolutely.
You know how often I've had PAs build desks like that. I mean, it was all the time. Those are like production office desks.
We go to the ring. Triple H is in the ring to kind of respond to this destruction, to this attack of his office. And the first thing Triple H has to say is to Paul Heyman is, "Man, why don't you fix your hair? Because you look like a baby chick." And they're showing this, and he does have the little sprouts going on. If you're balding like that, man, you got to shave it.
He needs a head blade.
Yeah. He does, because I learned that early on, man.
Get him on the head blade.
Good luck getting one from Smiley.
Ravens were trying to get one for me. I mean, it's not like I have tons of extra blades. I don't need to talk about that. But
yeah,
he's
you don't want to get buzzed a third time.
He's got to shave it, man. Like Gargamel, dude. He just looks like Gargamel to me. In that ponytail, I mean, is hideous.
I know, but that works for him.
It does.
Gimmick.
I know.
You can't shave it.
I know,
I mean,
but
the greasy, slimy hair
that is
and the
who
little
he is.
ponytail. Yeah, I know.
Great. It's a great character.
Triple H says to Heyman, "You want to get extreme? Don't you remember that I am the founding father of DX? I tore through the Attitude Era with an iron fist."
I'm a sledgehammer.
And a sledgehammer on many occasions.
And what you don't realize, Paul Heyman, is I actually have 2 offices. The first one, which you destroyed, and I'm standing in the second one right now, and it's a hell of a view, and it's kind of like my home.
The bathroom?
No, the ring, Ryan. The ring.
That's Fozzie, right?
Was DX really extreme?
No, they were extreme in personality, not in
and
actions.
that's he's working with that.
They were just push the boundaries of what was allowed on TV, but they didn't do anything physically extreme.
Who is the most extreme faction out there of all time? The Horsemen?
Horsemen.
Well,
most extreme faction?
Extreme in like ECW terms, or in the terms
I don't
that
even know
Triple
what
H
that
was
means.
talking about?
Dudleys. Hardys. Hardys. I mean,
the Team Extreme.
Oh, you mean like wild? I mean,
I don't know even what that would mean. Extreme.
Yeah, putting
I
people
think to wrestling fans, extreme is like
big bumps.
ECW.
To me, extreme is big, crazy high
ladders,
spots.
You know.
For me, to me, extreme doesn't actually have to have the blood and the guts, but it is the tables, the ladders, and big high flying spots. Anything that's a bigger risk than you would normally take becomes extreme. So thus, a huge elbow drop from the top to the outside through commentary, a la CM Punk. That's an extreme move.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely extreme. Anything that could be in the X Games.
Okay.
Is extreme.
So Fortune, maybe? I'm just kidding.
I don't even know.
Road Warriors with their scaffolding their scaffold matches.
He doesn't watch that
crazy stuff.
It was,
I don't even know what you're
when
referencing.
Ric Flair reformed the Horsemen, but we're going to call him Fortune.
We don't talk about that show.
No, we don't.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
This whole segment I felt like was really long.
It was because he closed it with
Oh,
was very long.
And this office fights back. And that was his big plug. And the audio guy's like, "Oh, is that it? Okay, yeah, well, the music.
It is music.
Motorhead, let's go." What is the significance of Brock destroying that belt in the office? Now, when wrestlers win the world championship, do they get that title and then they remake another one for the next guy?
I think certain guys probably
was that Ric Flair's belt?
I don't know if they get him as a gift. I don't know if they actually buy one out, kind of thing.
I know. I actually asked.
Everyone gets a replica.
Is that how it works? Everyone just gets a replica?
It depends on the title, because I know Kendrick did not get a tag replica, so I know they don't give those out. Maybe if you're the world champion.
Yeah, I would think maybe world champion.
I think that would be it. Yeah, either that
maybe
or
you have to
WWE
have it
title.
for a certain amount of time.
There's some
to
tag
get a
champs that
replica.
have the replicas.
Really?
Yeah.
You probably have to buy it yourself.
I have a feeling it's one of those things.
Sure, you have to buy it
I have
yourself.
a feeling it's one of those things that they give you the gift and you're like, "Oh, sweet," and then all of a sudden you get your next week's paycheck and it's like deduction title belt.
Yeah. Brian said he doesn't have it, so I asked him that once.
I think it would have been cooler though if that was like, because Ric Flair I think gave Triple H his belt, right?
Because they're not going to give How much are those replicas? Some of them are pretty expensive, right? They're not going to give them to everybody.
$400-$500 for Triple H to
They
have.
sell them for $400 at the events.
Yeah, well,
or at least the current one is being
so
sold
would
for
Triple
$400.
H care that you bent up his replica belt?
Oh, that's not his real replica belt. That's just one that was thrown in there.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No, that in there was his.
That was product placement for Target or Kmart.
Did you notice the laptop that was about 10 years old.
A little
That's what I said. I was like, you would think you would have a laptop.
Clum's not listening to anybody. Only hears herself. See, if you actually listen to people instead of thinking about the next thing to say.
When am I going to jump in here? When am I going to jump in here?
I feel like
I heard Cathy say it before. I didn't heard it.
She starts to talk. He's like, I got it. Right? Cut her off right now.
I feel like this is where I kind of like lost it for Raw.
This is where it took a turn for you.
I mean, it wasn't bad from here on out. It was just not as exciting.
I won't lie. I actually left the room and had a conversation during this next matchup, which was the 6 Diva matchup. Bella's and AJ taking on Caitlyn and the Funkadactyls. So I don't have too much to say about this. So
it was very short.
Actually, I have to say, I lost interest after this match. I really liked this match, even though it was short. I always love seeing the Divas. So
AJ had a really cool like double swinging neck breaker, which was she hit the neck breaker, stood back up with it almost like a Three Amigos style.
Yeah.
Bellas are definitely going to be getting a ton of TV time coming up with Total Divas.
So will Naomi and Cameron.
I think Bellas are going to take that. Bellas are going to steal the show.
It looks like they bring them out every single show just to bring them out to plug the show on E.
Right. Use that machine.
Yeah.
And move it along.
Did they give a launch date or not yet?
They said July, I think.
Yeah,
June
sometime
or July.
this summer. I think June.
So I know cameras have been rolling with them since WrestleMania weekend with the new girls Eva Marie and JoJo, Natalia in there as well as you said the Funkadactyls. It's gonna be interesting. I know I just saw some Facebook pictures today.
So they're gonna show them on this reality show in storylines that aren't in.
Correct.
WWE.
Because I think we're actually going to see their personal
real
lives.
boyfriends.
Absolutely.
So whatever else.
So you're going to see Daniel Bryan and John Cena.
You think that's going to confuse the wrestling audience?
That's crazy.
Seeing that no one between the Bellas and the black chicks. I couldn't remember their name.
He's like, I could say that.
Cameron and Naomi.
Thank you. They don't have boyfriends on TV, but Natty is dating Khali, where if the cameras go follow Natty, she's dating Tyson Kidd.
I actually saw footage of her kissing Tyson Kidd on.
She's not dating Khali?
Well, Khali went over to India to do this detective work about who's sending a.
But if you look at the commercial, they show a picture of Natty like hugging and kissing Tyson Kidd.
Tyson's in the commercial.
Yeah,
Tyson
so he is
Kidd has a full head of dark hair now.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I feel like Cena and maybe Daniel Bryan. I feel like Cena's not going to be in the show.
Cena's with Nikki.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like
because
as many people know, reality shows are not completely real.
What?
It is they don't film 24 hours a day and they can cut things out. I feel like Cena wouldn't want that for his
image to come out.
Yeah. That he's
first
dating.
First thing I learned in reality TV is there's no such thing as reality TV.
We'll see how it plays out. I mean, yeah.
I mean, do you make your superstar the #1 guy in the company have a girlfriend?
Who knows?
You know, a lot of people would like to think,
No, I mean, it's one of those rules when you're becoming a rock star is you got to say you're single because no one wants to follow someone who's kind of attached.
Yeah, remember when he was with AJ? That was kind of a weird time with Cena. I remember Kaori was saying, like, so I don't like Cena anymore. Like, he's on a date with AJ with his towel
I
and
liked
stuff.
him then.
And I liked it more, too. I was like, that's the opposite. Like, I actually like Cena now. I like him more now because he's not just like a...
There was a great meme about the AJ dinner with Cena and Triple H and Stephanie. I don't want to get into it, but
I love memes.
The meme was like, I went to dinner and had a date, gets fired from my job, and then it shows Triple H. He's like, sleeps with the boss's daughter, now COO.
I feel like, I don't know, regardless of whether Cena's going to be on the show or not, I think it's going to be really cool to see.
Should be fun. Like as I was saying, they've been tweeting pictures. The girls seem to be having a blast with it. They're all traveling in the car together with the camera. Should be interesting.
It's on E, right?
It's going to be on E,
Not the
Entertainment
network.
Television.
Yeah, I would hope, though, that they make this as real as possible and have Tyson Kidd.
You're bringing up the network because here's what's going on in WWE that's crazy because everyone's expecting the network and all this content and all these shows that have been out, and now you got an E show that's hitting with the divas. You got this new deal with Yahoo where they're launching exclusive content every single day on Yahoo that's exclusive to them. They got the exclusive stuff on YouTube, and now rumor has it that YouTube's going to a paid channel, paid subscription channel channel.
What?
For WWE.
Is WWE staying with YouTube?
They're going to. The rumor was, I don't know if it's going to get.
I thought everything's switching over to Yahoo.
I read something that they're going to a paid subscription channel on YouTube. They're one of the first that are going to be doing that.
Weird.
So they're testing to see if they can get people to pay the money and subscribe.
So is all of this better for WWE than doing the whole WWE network?
Their network's still going to happen.
The network's still going in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's good in the sense of right now is they're pulling in revenue from crazy sources. They got deals with Google. They got deals with Yahoo. They got deals with E. They're just pulling income streams from all over.
When was the original launch date? Was it 2 years ago that they originally announced? It was supposed to be 2 years. 2 years ago, when they first put out the commercials.
It was Survivor Series 2012.
Right.
I mean, 2000.
It's 2011. It was supposed to launch.
I mean,
at some point. Yeah.
I mean, they should be. I hope they're filming all this DDP yoga stuff with Scott Hall and them. That would have been great.
I think that's not independent.
I mean, man, that would be awesome.
Yeah, DDP's filming everything.
Paige is filming it.
Yeah, he's shooting everything.
Good. He's a
so
smart man.
he'll sell it. He'll sell it to them.
Yeah.
Business has to be good for WWE right now, though, because they just rocked a press release this weekend that they just purchased a brand new $27.5 million jet.
What?
Well, the other jet was getting old too. I know.
The other one's old.
The other one's old.
I think the other one was originally bought in the late '80s. Actually,
yeah.
This one is a 2005. I don't remember what model it was, but it's so it's not brand new. It's a 2005 plane.
Was the old one still black? Did they ever repaint that, or is it still black? Because I know they were having problems with the black.
It's black with the logo on it.
Yeah, I know. Like temperatures, they can have troubles opening the doors. I had heard them
so all the
talk
people
about
are
that
stuck
once,
inside.
Yeah. There's something about the expansion of heat and temperature with the black paint.
27 million's a pretty chunk of change.
It's a big chunk of change.
I think I heard Vince talk about it on Howard Stern once.
Triple H cannot fly in a second-rate jet.
No.
He needs something new and state-of-the-art. Nothing wrong with that.
27 million. No. You can just buy Southwest Airlines.
A Legionnaire, Spirit. You could probably buy a whole.
But then
fleet.
you have to fly coach everywhere you go.
Well, if you go on the airlines, and
that's true, man. But speaking of things buying expensive things, Chael Sonnen wants to buy
Sonen's gonna buy WWE.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's like Chael Sonnen. Did you see their response?
How awesome is it that WWE responded to that statement?
Yeah, he's more
than welcome to buy stocks in our company. We're a publicly traded company.
Nice.
Mark Henry in
the Funkadactyls and Caitlyn,
you can still
right?
talk about the match.
Well, I mean, Caitlyn was beating the crap out of AJ, and AJ went to go tag the Bellas, and the Bellas were like, "Peace out."
They backed away.
Yeah, we're not getting into this. And did you guys see that Susan G. Komen and WWE are working together again for breast cancer awareness?
Triple H wants his kids to live.
Yeah, it was a little weird. Triple H doing the promo stuff for them. It was like Cena's like so much more like, hey, this is the game, and I'm just like sitting there going, hey, this isn't working for me.
Triple H has a wife, and it affects women.
Right, and he's like, I got daughters, but it was weird. I was like,
it's just the way he says it.
I was expecting him to be like, my mom survived breast cancer, but you will not survive the pedigree or something. I was just like, where's Motorhead at? Like, this is so weird. He's got the handlebars. It's a little weird having him up there. I was expecting Cena or somebody.
Okay, Josh.
That was I love you, Josh.
I wanted to say I think Caitlyn looked really good tonight.
Caitlyn always looks good, as our thread has said many of times. Caitlyn Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey.
You guys in the Ronda stuff.
I love me some Ronda.
You do.
Like the ladies who can squat 300 pounds.
We don't need to get started on
Mark
this
Henry to the ring. He's got to discuss his feud.
3-6 Mafia.
He's got to discuss his feud with Sheamus. He says Sheamus is gonna come out of here, and he's gonna beat on his chest, and he's gonna do the Celtic pose, but he's gonna be acting. He's acting tough. Well, I don't act tough. I am tough.
What?
Sheamus is...
What?
Sheamus.
What?
Sheamus.
What?
Y'all are a bunch of puppets.
Yeah, Henry.
I want you to zoom in real close. Sheamus, if you have any pride in that pasty body of yours, you'll face me. And people will remember this match for the rest of existence. And I have a special wing in the... And then Sheamus music's hit. Somebody about to get their wings.
What is that?
That's Sheamus'
It's
music.
the opening of Sheamus.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
They never play that anymore.
You never hear the opening of that.
And now we know why.
Sheamus comes out, does his usual practical joking, laid backness. You want to fight, fella? You want to do whatever this? And Mark Henry responds, can we lower that a little? It's a little loud and distracting to me right there. All right. He says, Mark Henry says, you full of jokes. You ain't serious about nothing. And they just keep going at each other. Sheamus sporting a crazy jaundice-looking eye.
Yeah.
As someone said, it looked like someone took a highlighter to his eye.
The longer this feud goes with Mark Henry, his face is getting messed up every week.
Has Sheamus ever had like regular bruises? Because we notice everything on his body.
I've seen regular bruises.
So he does bruise.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering almost if that's a pigment issue,
No,
like, and
I
that's
think
the pale skin.
Yellow, like, that's after you've bruised and it's kind of like mellowed out
it's
over
like
a week or
healing.
so.
Yeah.
It's still,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
was
could
just
that
curious
have
if maybe
could
he
that have
just doesn't have
happened?
pigment in his skin.
Yeah, could that have happened at like maybe the end of last week, and now it's over the weekend healed and.
I'm not sure. The match itself becomes Sheamus versus Wade Barrett. Mark Henry's on the outside, kind of watching and viewing. Great moment in this match. On the outside, Sheamus takes Wade Barrett, goes to throw him on Mark Henry. Mark Henry reacts, falls off of his chair, gets up pissed off, takes a step forward. Sheamus, boom, hits the brogue kick, sends Henry down. The segment was awesome.
Excellent, yeah.
Awesome.
And the doctors had to come down.
The doctors had to come down.
Henry's down.
Had to check on Mark Henry, who went down from that brogue kick. Sheamus hits the Kryptonite Crunch or the Celtic Cross, or I don't know what that was.
What's it called? The white noise.
White noise. There you go. Hits the white noise, then hits the brogue kick, gets the win over Intercontinental Champion Wade Barrett.
I did not like a couple things at the end here, just a little pet
Imagine
peeves.
that.
Sloppy end too.
Yeah, sloppy end. Well, hey, watch it there. He first of all, he hits the white noise and doesn't go for a pin.
Right.
Stands right up.
There was a big issue with that.
That's a finisher right there. You always go for a pin. You're trying to win the match.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Right.
If there were two guys who were there trying to get evaluated, trying out with WWE, and they did that exact thing, they would have been reamed to no end. How could you not go for a cover? How could you not hook the leg? How could you not do any of that?
Then not only that, he gets up and walks around the ring as far away from his opponent as he could possibly
Turns his back on his
turning his back. If I was Wade Barrett, I would have totally no-sold it, got up and attacked him from behind. I mean, it was.
And then you would have been fired.
And then exactly, you would have been fired. So he couldn't do that. But that's what you do on the Indies. But
it was a weird setup too. Like the bullhammer was coming at him, and then he just kind of picked him up for a white noise. Sloppy.
Yeah, the whole thing of as it was coming, it didn't look like he ducked and countered. It was just like awkward pickup, and it was like randomly. That was very scripted.
There's very bad psychology at the end, and again, maybe that's an issue with the writers telling them what to do and them saying, "Hey, well, that doesn't make sense. Well, just do it the way it's written, kid." I mean, I don't know that for a fact. Who knows? But it was really sloppy. You would think that those guys would turn around and say that doesn't make sense. But
on the outside, as Henry's being looked at by the doctors, he reaches up, grabs the doctor's belt, pulls it off of his body, brings it into the ring, and starts whooping on Sheamus. Obviously, setting up a stipulation that I think we're going to be having a leather strap match. Not official.
Alabama strap match.
I'm making a prediction.
I'm
making a prediction that it's going to be be a strap match at Extreme Rules pay-per-view, and you see the welts all over Sheamus's body. You see the effects it has, and as Henry's walking up the entranceway and the crowd's jaw-jacking at him, he's just like, I got enough whooping for everybody.
And he does.
Main event of the evening, Ryback taking on Kane. Big man versus big man, monster versus monster. The actual match is it's all right. Nothing special, nothing horrible.
Yeah. Just
it was all right. Not Kane's best, not Ryback's best, not their worst. It was just all right.
Did that pyro go off first?
Pyro did go off first.
Wow.
Pyro went off right when
Well done.
What did he do? He did something, some gesture.
Did he make the arm gesture?
Yeah.
I don't know. Was that a joke,
Ryback
Kathy?
was wearing
was that joke a miss like Jericho's?
No. It wasn't a joke. I was
You were actually being serious.
pointing something out. Okay.
Well,
bye.
she would pay attention to the show because I finally see what she's on here and has nothing to do with the show.
Why you gotta call her out and throw her under the bus?
Well, because I always wondered why I watched the show on YouTube every Monday night. I think she's chatting to the chat room and she's
Well, someone's got to talk to the chat room.
Absolutely.
She is chat room. That's part of her job.
I mean, she's in charge of our social
if you
interaction.
look at my tout right now, she is not on the chat room. That looks like Brad Maddox's Twitter page.
Oh.
Oh yeah, change it now.
Yeah, there we go. That's right, Cathy.
Ryback ends up, Kane's up on the ropes going for his top rope clothesline. Ryback able to cut him off, pop him up on the shoulders, hit shell shock.
Clean, easy finish.
Clean and easy gets the win, and then the Shield's music hits.
A little Sierra Hotel action.
They come on down to the ring as they're making their way. Ryback kind of rolls on out. Daniel Bryan comes in first. He's side to side with Ryback, almost like, whoa, Daniel Bryan's going to help Ryback in this battle against the Shield, but then Ryback slides out. At that point, Daniel Bryan's in the ring alone as the Shield's coming down, but John Cena comes in for the save, and then as the Shield comes in and starts making their attack, Ryback comes back with a chair.
Swings for the fences.
And he hits Cena.
Well, he scares
Shield away.
Rollins and Ambrose off the apron.
They leave.
And then Bryan suicide dives through the ropes at those two.
Right.
And then Cena has got Roman Reigns in the corner, picks him up for the AA. And that's where he meets the end of a chair. Right
End of a chair. Takes it to the stomach, and then as he's bent over and hunched over, takes a big shot to the back because Ryback rules.
Yeah, and they close in on his face, and he's like, Ryback rules! I'm like, yes! I love it when he's a beast like this. I love it. He just needs to be an animal and take out everyone.
And that's how we go off the air.
A bear?
That's like the Kali right there.
Oh, you just lost your mic.
Thank God.
No, I was giving the Kali right there. I was giving the Kali
you
yodel.
lost your mic, though.
There
They
it
cut
is.
you off. There we go.
You like that? See, they didn't think I can do it, but I call that yodeling that Kali's theme, man. I was pretty effing happy with Raw tonight. I thought it was pretty exciting, man.
Exciting.
I enjoyed it. I was entertained by Cena. I thought Orton was at his best tonight. I thought Sandow was entertaining as can be.
Good matches.
I thought Brock Lesnar's beatdown in the office was entertaining, albeit. I thought Fandango is still great. The match between Alberto Del Rio and Dolph was exciting. The angle with Mark Henry and Sheamus was done well. The post-match, I thought it was a great
about
episode
Ryback?
of Raw. Ryback's interesting, man.
He rules.
I mean, as stupid as the catchphrase is, I love it because
It works for him.
It works.
It works with him.
Ryback rules, man. It makes me want to repeat it, and I don't care that it makes me think of O'Doyle every single time it's said. It puts a smile on my face.
Well, let's not forget the most important thing about what the reason for Ryback rules is to get us to forget "Feed Me More" and not chant that anymore.
Right.
So that's the main reason for it. So yeah, it does what it needs to do.
It does.
Yeah.
Mother's Day, baby. Don't forget about proflowers.com. You can go check it out. Proflowers.com. Go to the little microphone on the right side of the browser. Click on that microphone. Enter the code word promo code AfterBuzz, and you'll get that discount. 1 dozen rainbow roses plus a free glass vase for $19.99, or you can double the roses and get some chocolates for just $29.98. And you all have to do the tip that I said. Send a second bouquet 1 week later with the card for your mom saying, "Mom, just because one day isn't enough to show my appreciation and love." That's proflowers.com. Order today. You got some plugs, Clum?
I do. This coming weekend, May 11th and 12th, I will be up in Indio, California for Alpha Omega Wrestling. We've got a big 2-day event. I'm very excited. They just announced the card. I will be in a 4-way with Drake Fortune, who sent Cathy. This is wrestling. You gotta.
Ryan Clum is DTF.
Yeah.
DTF.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where is
I am in a fatal four-way with Drake Fortune and Scorpio Sky, who is Harold. And
I beat him for this originally.
Oh, did you?
First time, triple threat
red
matchup.
carpet
And yep, and also Nick Jackson of the Young Bucks will be in that match.
Should
so
be
I'm
a
very
fan. Look
excited.
at you stepping up against the
Look
big
at
toys.
that. Originally, Chris Daniels was supposedly in the match, but I guess he's not going to be there now. And then
Replacing Chris Daniels won't be here. He's a TV international superstar.
he was replaced by Nick
Let's
Jackson.
replace him by Ryan Morals.
No, he was in there with me. Nick Jackson replaced him. But then Millennium Pro Wrestling, the 18th, I will be there watching you lose to Brawlin' Bo Cooper and end your career, I believe.
Padgett
And I'm not done yet.
Oh
and
my
then,
God.
Well,
He's got a whole schedule
I mean,
here.
you got a billion different things going. And then follow me on Twitter at Cluminator and on YouTube /Ryan Clum. I just put up my match from, or actually you did for me, but with Brian Kendrick's King of Flight.
Slow clap.
I just like Kali's music is playing in the background.
I love this music. Padgett.
I'm Josh Padgett. Showtime Josh. Twitter. Check it out.
Short and
So
sweet.
He took up all the time. I'm just rolling
money.
Raven?
We're just Twitter.
At Raven1220.
Raven1220 tweets and
He tweets a lot.
drinks and.
He loves
Oh,
to
I
drink.
won't be in Sacramento this weekend because my friend is stripping. So if you want to go do that,
Family show, Raven. Family
No, it's
show.
all right. I usually strip at the end of the show now here too. So
You're seeing Smiley stripping, right? That's what you're talking
just being
about.
honest.
cups.
You can find me on Twitter at Catherine Kelley, and then I also have a new show here on AfterBuzz, which is an interview show. It's called Chatting with Cathy, so check that out. And if you could take like 2 seconds to rate and comment on that on iTunes or on YouTube, that would make my day.
Look at her. She's ranking already.
Yeah.
Ranking. Ranking top 5.
Yeah.
Top 5.
I'm so happy.
Can't say four-way around her.
2 weeks from now, or a week and a half from now, May 18th, baby, Brawlin' Bo Cooper's career will be ended by yours truly, GQ Money, as I show my extreme skills and dominance in a career versus career match, which will send Brawlin' Bo crying and packing, and hopefully cupcakes in my corner.
Scottish Shields in your corner.
There's gonna be a lot of people in my corner. I think
I'm right
Padgett's
there,
gonna
man.
be in my
We
corner.
have cupcakes.
Oh, I want cupcakes.
We got
Yay.
cupcakes. I was gonna shoot on Bo Cooper a little more.
let's
but-
go.
Go ahead, shoot. I want to hear it. Go ahead, shoot
I
on
got
Bo a little
nothing.
bit.
Big boy.
Man, Bo's too stupid to understand my insults.
Boo.
I'll take a cupcake. Beautiful. Thank you very much.
You're just jealous
A
about
brownie
Cooper.
cupcake. I'm not jealous of anything except for the fact that no, I'm not jealous of Bo in any way. I couldn't even think of a way to be jealous of him. But it's going to be
People
awesome.
cheer him a lot more than they cheer you.
I just got to say that I am going to pull out the stops for this match. All I am trying to figure out, though, and I'll let you guys can tweet me. Am I going with the pink and blue trunks, the mini trunks and Speedos, or because this is such an important monumental match? Because this is such a monumental match, am I bringing back the Clockwork Orange ultra-violent style GQ Money gear? Pink and blues or ultra-violence? That's the hashtag. Hashtag pink and blue or hashtag ultra-violence?
What happens if you do the Clockwork Orange thing and Bo shows up dressed the same way? Hasn't he done that before as well?
Well, he did it when he was my lackey.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Dude, I just bring Bo in to like carry my bags.
Man, if Bo Cooper wears orange, he's gonna look like a traffic barrel.
Wait,
Oh my God.
Wait, did
Right?
you just say if he wears orange? Do you not even understand? All right, I'm being told to wrap it up. With that said, this has been your Monday Night Raw after show recap. We'll see you next week. Bye bye, Birdie.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.